Our people will always tell you that we want to win.
When you have a nation's pride at heart, you always want to excel. The voices that vuvuzelas spurred our boys to give up their best. The strength of the crocodile is in the river. Become our river so that we can be able to flow. We felt the support. It was in our bloodstream. We were always having them in our hearts. We appreciate. We thank you wherever you are.
And that's exactly how we start off this interview. Coach Shakes Mashaba, thank you very much for joining us right on Sports Live. You look at that clip and I can see your face brings that emotion, because that was just after the qualifiers and you spoke about the people having taken you to where you were.
Yeah, let me start off by saying good evening to you, Terbiso, and to our viewers. Yep, you're quite right. Your observation is right. You know, after the qualifiers, the only thing that has happened, everybody gained that confidence to say this is the team that we're looking forward to. And then, of course, we appreciated the support. From the first day we started playing, the people really showed so much support. After a long time that we've not been getting this kind of support. And that has spurred us to get as far as we are.
I mean, let's start at the beginning, Coach. I mean, you left for Afcon 2015. First and foremost, beyond anyone's expectations to even get there in the first place.
Let me tell you, I packed my bags, man, up until the 10th of Feb. Because, you know, when watching these boys playing, they warm my heart. And they raise hopes that we're going to do it. And we're not disgraced about what we saw from these boys. They played very well. I mean, if you have looked at all the matches that we played, only one problem that we had, converting goals. I mean, we were told that we're going to play in a group of death, but truly speaking, stats will tell you, especially in terms of attacking, creating chances, combinations. I think the only problem we had is when we lost possession of the ball. We couldn't get it as easy as we wanted to. That is a part of, you got to have players who are very, very astute when it comes to tactical work. They should know when, why, how to do it. But most of the times we find ourselves wanting. That's why I said to them, when we're in possession, I can go and sleep, I know you'll do it. Yeah. But when we lose it, that's where the nightmare started.
I think it's straightforward, simple question. I mean, I know you've rated us, you said your report card is 75 to 80%. And I know you've been asked this question before. How well do you think we did at Afcon? Let me not say Afcon. Let's look at Coach Shakes Mashaba from when he took over until he landed back home over the weekend.
Let me remind our viewers, this team is only 4 months plus old. We played against nations that played in the 2010 World Cup at home. They played in Brazil, but we outclassed them. Everybody was raving about Algeria, #1 in Africa. We made them look ordinary. They looked very simple. If we were to win, if we were lucky, that would have been a record win for us. We would have scored 7 goals that I counted. Yeah. I don't want to talk about the penalties and all that. All world-class stars, they missed them. I mean, if you look at Mali, they missed a penalty and they went on to lose on a draw.
That's probably the saddest way to...
I sympathized with them, you know. Never lost a game. They did very well, but just pulled the number out of the head, and that's how they went home. And that alone, it shows that football doesn't guarantee anyone of anything. But with our boys, that is why when we landed, I said to them, boys, go back to your clubs with pride. They did us very well. I mean, if you have looked at the way we played, passion was there, you know, commitment was there, and then of course the team spirit. The team spirit was there. Things were flowing because of the team spirit, and we hope that when we come back, we regroup again. All those things shall still be there.
Here's a question, Coach. Are we judging? I'm saying, are we now in South Africa? Are we judging this team? I mean, fairly? Are we judging the coach fairly in saying, we went there, we didn't win, so what is there to rave about?
You know, Tabiso, you have judges on your right-hand side, you have judges on your left-hand side, you have judges behind you. The worst judges is those that judge you face to face with no facts. I mean, there is no way where people could start criticizing this team. I want to repeat, this was a pilot project. For us to be where we were, we surpassed ourselves. And that raised hopes. And of course, you can understand, South Africans are a winning nation. And once you raise their hopes, they'll go for it. But one thing I've heard, it's that through the media, people are not happy. But let me tell you, I've been receiving messages of good luck, thank you, well done. I haven't received not even a single one that says we played very, very bad. I mean, if you have looked at ball position and everything, we were at tops at some stages. But that tells you what kind of a team we have. We are saying 2022, 2018, 2017, here we come. We'll be ready. It was good and great to have lost in a tournament, not in friendly games, in a tournament.
In fact, I wanted to say something, Coach, is that leading up to Afcon, we were sitting here with Chris Bongo, for example. We had this discussion, and I said to Chris, you know what I'd like to see is Bafana. I don't know whether I want to see them lose a game before they go into Afcon, because at least that will settle them down. And Chris said, no, but no soccer player dons the jersey and wants to go and lose. And you want a team to go in there with confidence. Basically, he's saying to me, the only bad thing about those two losses you've had is they were just in competition. Other than that, you've got a sterling record.
What I'm waiting for, Tabiso and the viewers, is the technical report of the Africa Cup of Nations. That is their TSG, that's a technical study group. I want to see the outcome. Because everybody was raving about this team, more especially in terms of counter-attacks. You know, we're the only team that created chances in this tournament to go behind the defenses, except the Mandla Masango goal, which I think still stand a good chance
goal of the
to
tournament.
be the goal of the tournament. I hear people talking. Most unfortunately, maybe some are still coming. Up to far, I haven't seen anything. So, you know, even the teams that we played against, they were saying, this is the team of the future.
And those pictures you're seeing right now on your television screen, when you came back home, did you expect that?
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, my cell phones, messages, I'm still answering those messages, saying thanks. Some might say, wow, because of what comes out today. Not even a single one that says never. I expected this. I knew this is what we're going to have. You know, since we started building up this team, support has never been disappointing. So why now? I mean, I repeat, this is a project pilot. We're looking forward to 2022. The Afcon was not our mark. Fortunately, we had to win and go and experiment and experience again losing in a tournament of that magnitude.
Coach, my director tells me we've got 2 minutes and we have to let you go because you have to go to our sister channel. I'm going to get into two aspects. The under-20s now, they came back Commonwealth champions. We'd like to see them looking ahead at 2018, what you just mentioned as well. Ideally, that is the stepping stone. That's a platform you need from those kids to move on to the next level.
This is what we've been hearing, people saying Ghana are doing well because their junior teams are playing in the World Cup. Cameroon are doing well. Here it is, it's happening at home. Our 17s have qualified for the Africa Youth Championship. It's an achievement. The under-20s are from winning a cup. They're still currently the COSAFA champions. You know, you've got to be a champ in your region before you could scale and look at winning outside Africa. And finally, I would like to say, we thank the message of encouragement from Umama Uwini, the mother of the nation. It was touchy. And of course, the president of football, when he said, Algeria, they are number one based on what they did in the past. They are open now. That's why the boys had courage and we took them. The minister, building up the team spirit. He was dancing with the boys, doing all these other things. We appreciated that. And our people at home, the messages, churches, schools and everybody, we'd like to say to them, we appreciated that, our families as well, the media, for keeping people abreast of what was happening. We appreciate that.
In fact, just one person, Coach, I know that we are tight for time. Umar Farouk says, can you please ask the coach, how serious is the fact that we don't compete well at club level in Africa? bear fruits, if any, at national level, Bafana Bafana level, so to speak?
Let me remind him, it's a good observation. When we won the 96 Africa Cup of Nations, the previous year, 95, Pirates won the star in Africa.
Yeah.
That rubbed off into our national team.
Yeah.
That is why we're happy with what the under-20s and under-17s are doing. And to remind people, that under-20, the captain, the goalkeeper, they were in the squad that we called when we started building up the team. But we realized, let's strengthen the junior teams so that they do well and they'll be able to gain that experience of what it is to play there.
Coach Shakes Mashaba, Bafana Bafana head coach, in fact, South African football head coach, thank you very much indeed for joining us right here on Sports Live. I know you're going to zip through to our sister channel, SABC Sports and 1. Thomas Mlambo are going to be speaking to you at the top of the hour for an extended interview with the coach. Don't forget rather to join him on that show, SABC Sports on 1, 2100 Central African Time. Coach, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for the time you gave us.
Wishing you the best of luck. We know there's still more to come, definitely.
No, we need the luck very much, you know.
Coach, do you want to link us to a break?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm saying to all of you, follow the team. That's where you belong, and we appreciate your support. Never despair. There is always next time. But this team, siyabangena phambili siyayi.
Aziwe again.